Back to Kids Network Studios. I'm Yakun, aka 1028-100. I used to be anyway, but let's not get into that. And jeez, my hair's a mess today. Why didn't nobody tell me about this? Fix. Anyways, welcome back to our Pokemon video game reviews. This time we're going over Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now the reason I'm doing these three together is mainly because they're slightly the same thing, only a little bit different. We're going to cover those differences and what I think are the good and bad parts of each of these games. First off, as per usual, the opening cutscene catches my eye. Don't know why, but it usually does. Anyways, this one is really strange. Not only is your main character in the back of a vehicle with a bunch of boxes surrounded you, which slightly makes you wonder, but when the vehicle stops moving and the door opens and you get out, you're just like, what the beep? Yeah. Not only were you in the back of a moving van with the last items to be shipped to your new house, but your mom was the one that had you back there in the first place. Hashtag worst mom ever. No, she keeps pestering you about your clock in your room upstairs, not really giving you a second thought. All that aside, yeah, your family has just moved to the Hoenn region, where your dad has become a gym leader. Spoiler alert. Not only that, but you really don't stay in this hometown for too long, because, get this, you're going on your Pokemon journey. More spoilers. Anyway, after saving Professor Birch from a Poochyena, or Zigzagoon if you're playing Emerald, you get to use the Pokemon you just saved him with. So you'll be using Trico or Torchic or Mudkip, depending on which one you use, to start your journey. Be thankful that you don't have to deal with stupid people any much longer. Anyways, your rival is whoever you didn't pick to be your character. If you picked to be the girl, your rival would be the boy. If you pick to be the boy, the girl will be your rival. Pretty basic. And they will always pick the starter that is stronger than yours. Really, computer? You're going to make our lives that much harder. All this aside, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are really fun games of the third generation of Pokemon. You have a cell phone in the PokéNav, and you can travel this region that you never could before, and become the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is your real test. To train them is your cause. The differences between the three games. If you're playing Ruby, you have to smack down Team Magma from bringing forth Groudon, a pure ground type that can expand the land. If you're playing Sapphire, you have to stop Team Aqua from bringing forth Kyogre, a pure water type that can expand the ocean. And if you're playing Emerald, both of these plots come together in a magnificent storyline, and you just have to have Rayquaza, a dragon flying type, to calm down Groudon and Kyogre and save Hoenn. Busy day for a 10-year-old kid who just got to this region. Before I get into what I liked and what I disliked about these games, let me just quickly downplay Team Aqua's plan. They want to expand the oceans, right? And for those of you that don't know, Kyogre's special ability is Drizzle, which means anytime you send out Kyogre to battle, it automatically starts raining. Well, why the frick would you want to do that? First of all, if you do that, not only would you have constant flooding everywhere, but you would kill hundreds of innocent lives, including yourselves. Hashtag really bad evil plan. Alright, now that I got that out of the way. These games are pretty awesome, despite Team Aqua's stupid plan in Sapphire or Emerald. The Pokemon are great, but it seems to lack the 6th generation 3D that we all want to see. Hint hint, Game Freak, hint hint. The downfalls of this game, not counting Team Aqua's plan, are as follows for me. 1. Breeding. Okay, this really bothers me, and still does to this day, that you need to do this if you want a baby Pokemon registered into your Pokedex, or if you're one of those people that want a perfect Pokemon, or want to breed a shiny through, get a shiny through breeding. What? Has that become a thing? Last I remember, you had to find your shinies legitimately. Meaning going through the grass and doing all this other stuff just to make sure you found that shiny. I'd rather do it that way before I do the breeding way. Seriously, it might be more annoying, but the breeding to me is more annoying. 2. Post-game. Granted, for the first time in a Pokemon game, you get to challenge the Battle Frontier, which is really cool, and the Battle Tower, but once you did everything a few thousand times, it got boring really fast, because there was nothing left to do except go back to defeat the trainers that you did before, or possibly the 5th time. 3. E-cards. Okay, I know Nintendo was trying to sell the TCG. For those of you that don't know, that's short for Trading Card Game in this generation, which makes sense and everything. But sometimes the e-cards just did not work or were completely useless. In my opinion, if the Pokemon weren't in the game to start with or weren't being offered at GameStop, I wasn't gonna get it. I don't usually do gotta catch 'em all run. I usually run into walls and everything, and I don't find the Pokemon that I want to get for my Pokedex anyway. So I stopped trying to do that a long time ago. 4. Contests. Really? Game Freak. You're gonna have us do these contests in order to get 100% in this game? Not only did you have to show off your moves or whatever kind of shit you had to do, and if you were like me or my dad and you had no idea what the hell you were doing, it was annoying after a while. It started to piss you right off the bat. To top it all off, in ordinary, if you did actually catch a Feebas, which I did, finally, after about 8 hours fishing in that one spot, I finally caught a Feebas. And I wanted a Milotic so I could evolve it, and it just took me forever to get this Milotic. Because you had to go into the beauty contest and get the highest ranking. And you had to keep doing that for each of the sections in order to get 100% in the game? Not happening. I'd rather avoid that headache. I really want to avoid that headache. 5. Pokeblocks. I really don't want to go over these because they gave me so much trouble, but I have to. Basically, you would put these berries into this machine and it would mix up candies for your Pokemon. The downside to this was that you had to make sure that your Pokemon liked these set candies. And if you were going for a friendship evolution and you gave your Pokemon that you wanted to be friendly towards you a wrong Pokeblock, it just screwed you over. So, yeah, no, I wasn't gonna, no, I was done. Despite all this, my rating for Ruby and Sapphire will be 7 out of 10. Yeah, it was that bad. Anyways, guys, next time I will be covering Heart Gold because I didn't have a Soul Silver, and I already had Lugia from XD Gale of Darkness, so I really didn't need to get a Soul Silver to get a Lugia. So we're going to be covering Heart Gold next. Alright, let me delete this. Close that, and let's see what time we are at. So next time we'll be covering Heart Gold. Till next time, guys, this is AK1028 Amy Coon signing off from Kids Network Studios. And I will see you guys next time for more Pokemon and hopefully slightly better games. See you guys.